Alright, I think that's enough spitting out of you. Okay. Oh, that's why it was noisy. Okay, that should be better. Alright. So, we are back for the final stage of the Gundam GP01Fb full Burnern E.SF.F prototype multipurpose modes. Oh, it's multipurpose, that's why it has all. I mean, it's not that multipurpose. Apparently this was like the space adaptation of this thing was like done in an emergency. I guess the point is like it's the core fighter is something that they can. That's the multipurpose spot that you can go places. Oh, guy with the leather vest. Yeah, I need to rewatch Stardust Memory. Anyway, this is Real Grade number 13 from Bandai, kit from 2013, and we are going to keep building it. And I don't want to take this apart. Look at this guy. This is stable. He's jiggling. This is full Burnern Rex. Look at him roar. Is this kit bashing? I don't know. Alright, people who weren't there at the beginning missed out. Anyway, so we're gonna take this. Actually, no. We're gonna carry him over here. He's gonna be in the background the whole time, watching over us, building. Hello, Marcel. How are you doing? How are we all doing? This is full Burnern Rex. He's gonna be presiding. And yeah, I'm gonna finish this thing today. I mean, there's not much left. It's just going to be the head, head and weapons, I believe, and then assembly, and then we're gonna compare to a bunch of stuff. Right, so we want all the way to here, 9, 10. Okay, actually, let me just. Oh, we can't see full Burnern Rex anymore. Maybe you can come a bit closer. There you go. Ah, that'll do. Let's do some calibration here. Well, that's probably not the best. No, that's fine. Okay, so I kind of want to keep him like this. This is decent. And I do have like Metal Gear Rex from Kotobukiya. I did build Metal Gear Ray, but that thing just kept falling apart all the time, so I just put it in bags and just put it in storage. It's probably missing a few parts because it just fell off on the shelf and I couldn't find them. Alright. That's probably why Kotobukiya gives you like a little sheet to reorder missing parts, because they know their models are going to just fall apart all the time and going to get lost all over. Should probably do the hands well. I got all the parts of the runners, so we should. Oh, we don't. Never mind. We need to do these hands. So I did take a look at playing Palio. What's Palio? I'll Google it later, but you can always tell me in the chat if you feel like it. And let's get everything. That way I don't have to come back to this runner. All the pieces all over the place, it's fine. And I think, oh no, this is soft enough, I could be able to do this. Yeah, I think for the last one, the Zephyranthes, I trimmed these out. That's not very good. It's not buttery smooth. That's a lousy cut. I mean, it should be possible to make like a carbide blade rather than like soft steel or whatever it is they use. Something really, really hard that's never going to wear out and always going to cut perfectly. Yeah, that's a little better. And sometimes, I know this thing's just gonna be stress lines anyway. So yeah, we're gonna do the hands, do the face. Given this how little there's left, I'm not gonna be in a hurry this time. I kinda had hoped to like finish the whole thing last session, but this is fine too. Come on, you shouldn't be able to do like one clean cut. Yeah, it does do sometimes. I don't know if like sometimes it does perfectly clean cuts. Stressed on this side, but and then randomly stressed again. All right, hands. These just get thrown. This gets put in storage because we're not going to use it. Who knows unless we find some. Well, I mean, might be able to replace the torso, the core fighter part with this torso, because this is basically the same positioning as that thing. So if you want, no, you're still gonna have holes on the side. Yeah, you're gonna have holes on the side here, but you could have the core fighter outside. Essentially, if you want to display the core fighter separately, maybe it's possible to have this replace the torso, the core fighter in here. Although there's gonna be blank spaces where the parts are supposed to be. Anyway, hands. Open world slice of life. Slice of life. Oh, so basically, like Stardew Valley. Well, those are just, that's kind of slice of life, I guess. And do a fist. Let's flex those a bit. I did see the full Burnern, not full Burnern, the V Gundam. So don't try to look at it. It does have, unlike the PGU RX, the Unleashed RX-78-2, this one has fully articulated fingers, which is what you would expect, although the price is a bit out there. The problem is, like, I don't know, we're in a recession now. Then again, this is how capitalism works. It never gets better. There's no such thing as the people who are making the money don't like deflation. They don't like it when things cost less. They just like want to see big number go up. They don't care that you actually are spending more. They just want like, oh, we're making more profit because the big number is going up. Okay, there's a hole there. Is any one of you... There's a little hole, but I don't think it's actually... Why do I have 4 extra hands? I have 4 hands covers. I don't think I have that many hands. 1, 2, 3. Where are the other hands then? Oh, right. Oh, yes, there is the other. That thing. So, alright, so we do have 4 hands. Well, assuming I find the other parts. Okay. This one's a bit more relaxed today since we don't have much to do. Yeah. Okay. No, I got the other hand off. And it is needed for the gun hand. Oh, there it is. Hiding behind full Burnern Rex over there. Gently turn. And flex. These aren't meant for holding things. Well, they can, but just very, very small weights. Actually, I should have done this before I folded the fingers, now that I think about it. Because you don't want to move this or press it in any way while holding the fingers. You want to hold the palm. That should be fine, unless there's one of them specifically with a hole for the thumb on the side. Nope. There we go. This one seems a bit narrow. No, wrong way. No, wait, right way. What the fuck? Oh, some of them are kind of... They do have a little opening here to kind of allow that to... Okay, so we got those hands. Small hands done. Just put the back of the hands on these. What the? Ah. I do see now. One of them. Yeah, so. Try not to. This guy. These are supposed to be, the ones with the little gaps on the side are supposed to be for the hands that actually hold things, because reasons. And This one goes on here. Oh, I could do that later. Might end up knocking over the full Burnern Rex. Oh well, that didn't last that long then. Oh, it does still work. Alright, so let's keep going. This one goes here. Alright. So this is for the shield. Anyway, head. So we need A5, which is this guy. The thing you gotta do here is put stickers on it or something else. And the other problem here is like this thing. Actually, I don't know. Let's see, what else do you go? It goes on there. On this little block there. So if I were to nope. Oh, this way. Like so. Yeah, it's not gonna reflect anything. Like if you have like something in the back, like a reflector, it will kind of show through. Well, the problem is like you need to have those kind of around, so just put that on there, and then yeah, and just use a Sharpie here to kind of stain this. Or might know this is supposed to be. Oh, I guess I can. Let me see if I can do it the other way. So there's two ways you can do this. Well, multiple ways, more than two really. But based on these greens, probably not the best. So you can use either this or this, a combination of, I don't know if, yeah, this thing is not. I guess what I can do is, do I just have plain black? Yeah, alright, this is just plain black, somewhat of a fine tip. So just around. Yeah, it does nothing. Yeah. Oh well, just paint it black. Let it dry. Meanwhile, we take C17, which is this guy, and we clean it up. Alright. Hopefully it's already dried. Because I don't want to do something terrible with it. Well, anyway, just scrape that off a little bit so it's a bit roughed up, I guess. Not that did anything, but then we take these. You should technically use this and then put these on top, but I doubt that's gonna stick. And these feel a little too large for what we're trying to do here. I mean, it gets hidden anyway. Just tap, tap, tap. Gently until it kind of sticks into place. Probably a bit lopsided, but that's okay. Actually, let's just add a little bit more with green. The other option here is to like put a sticker on there, which is kind of pointless when you think about it, because you have a clear part, so why bother with a sticker on it to cover it up? You should put the sticker behind the clear part to give it some kind of reflective properties. And then we put this on here, so the C7A7 onto this thing, and we take F10, A10, A16, A15, F10 being that little antenna thing that's going to get lost. We'll need this, and this probably, and that. Where? F. It said. Because all the parts kind of got mixed up in the corner over here. Unless I didn't get that part, so this thing there. Yeah, F should be around here. Unless I didn't get that part, which is entirely possible. color would it be though? It's probably hiding under something. Separate out these parts a little bit. Okay, hold on. Seems I'm either missing something here. What's right in front of my face and I can't see it. I need F10. And I put the runner away. Let's give me a minute. Okay, so we did get F10 out. It's that small? Yeah, so it was not missing. Oh, that's always a problem. Well, doing things live, stuff like this happens. Not usually. Why would just one part just wander off? Did you eat it? Usually you get knocked around. In one particular corner, but it's not in that corner. If you're joining us now, we are having a problem. We're missing a piece. Well, we weren't missing a piece, it just disappeared. I guess I could borrow from the other one. Now, I mean, it might show up eventually. The problem is, like, right now, we're not going to be able to hold the little antenna thing, and it's going to look weird. Actually, this should be able to go on without. Let's build the rest. Keep an eye out for that thing. Seriously, how does... I didn't touch it at all. Yeah. And it just disappeared. I don't think it fell down. It's not stuck in another piece. Sometimes they're hiding or they somewhat like get stuck. they kind of latch on to another piece and just kind of get stuck in there. Ah, the sadness. I mean, it will turn up eventually, sure of it. For now, I'm gonna try to keep going. Gonna have an incomplete head. Alright, so we just put these on there. I have a gap. Oh, looking for it again will not magically make it show up. Not sure what I'm hoping for here. Alright, I'll go. Yeah, probably at some point I'll do an update on this if I ever find it. So I don't think. If it fell down somewhere, I'm not finding it. If it fell down during one of the last 2 streams and I didn't notice, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Alright, so then we take F9, which is still here, so where's F10? It's a bit of a complicated part to 3D print too, so if I try to get a replacement, I don't really have a reference for it, unless it's exactly identical to the other one, the GP0. The Zephyranthes. Let's try to get this nub off. A little bit of a nub back there. This also helps hold the head together. This thing here, which is supposed to go on top of F10, but we don't have F10 right now. And then we need this. Yeah, it's gonna look weird, but can't do much about it just yet. Alright, so we're supposed to do that. This one goes on top. Actually clean it up a little bit. I forgot to turn that off. Oh well. That probably confused a few people. Oh well. I'm doing this live sometimes. Like I keep saying, mistakes happen. Alright, so that goes on there. And that goes in there. And we just need to find F10. And it's not gonna look so bald. This gap is supposed to be there? No, looks kind of weird. It doesn't feel like it should be there. Yeah, shouldn't be a gap. But there is a gap. No. I'm gonna leave it at this for now. We're gonna try to find out where eventually that one piece went. Oh, the first time the piece is actually missing. I'm building. No, I mean actually, well, not the first time, but the first time I had a piece and actually lost it. It happened before that I dropped it on the ground. Usually get it back. Anyway, head incomplete, but we'll get there. So, just gonna see if I can borrow this. It's the same one. It is the same thing. This is from the Zephyranthes. And we should be able to borrow the head Actually, it's the exact same head. Yeah, it's the same head. Exact same head. No change from the... So I'm just gonna borrow this head and pretend. There you go. We'll just borrow the head. We're just borrowing this head for now. And get out. That's gonna have to explain this, I guess. But I mean, eventually. I mean, it's not like it's... It had to be there. It had to be around here somewhere. Okay. Would you for this timing, we just borrow the head here, pretend we built it. So just make sure we don't lose the other small pieces. All right. It has to be here around here somewhere. I'll probably find it in a few months. While I vacuum all the corners, there's gonna be like a clanging. All piece gets sucked up. There we go. There it was all along. But for now, we're gonna pretend, because it's exactly the same head. The Zephyranthes and the full Burnern, it's the same machine, just different options. So we wasted time on there, so yeah, let's move on. So we did the head, sort of, pretend. Now, core block system, this is for the assembly part. We can skip that. Well, I'm still looking for that piece, hoping it turns up. Of course it won't. And we just finish off with the weapons and shield, which should be easy enough. Hopefully we're not missing more pieces. That's gonna be unfortunate. Alright, so get the little clip. And if you're joining us in progress, we did not have a meltdown. We just calmly assessed that, well, that's just the way things go. Alright, so we start with a weapon. So we need from down here, we need this guy. This is E35 that we removed in the previous session. That's one argument against making piles of things, especially if you're gonna leave them over a span of multiple days. Or maybe I should start putting them into little boxes just so they don't... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Get little Tupperwares or something. Just label them so they don't get disappeared, spirited away. All right. this thing gold? Or any other color? I mean, it is based off the GM or something like that. So maybe this little piece should be a little bit yellow. Anyway, so this plus this one, this is A33. We're actually nearing the end there. There's really not much left. Okay, now A31 plus A38, no, A32 goes on there. Carefully, don't break this by twisting it too hard in the wrong way. And then we need this thing. Oddly enough, the whole thing is kind of black. Usually, oh, kind of hope there was a little bit more contrast on there. There's a few stress lines there that don't want to go away. Okay, this is part of the detail. Don't want to file off. Trying to scrape it off without damaging a little bit there. Get a little Sharpie there, just hide these things. All right. No. Let's see if that does any. All right. Now, A36 plus this thing and one is other. We still have all the landing gear for this. Don't tell me we lost another piece. A38. Are we missing another piece? Come on. Oh, no, we're not. It's right there. A38 on there. Those are very thin pieces, you gotta be careful you don't, like if you're pushing them and you like apply some torsional force or something, or twisting motion, or could actually bend and warp. Right, an A36. A little bit of a this thing. Gonna give it a bit of yellow in the back. For no reason. There we go. So just add, try. Alright, there we go. Make it like translucent yellow with a bit of Sharpie stuff. So then you just take that, try to figure out where the key is. Just push that in. There we go. We don't really have anything reflective to put in the back. I guess you could use a piece of foil sticker from another, because foil stickers are usually just printed on shiny material, so it should work out. And then you just put that onto there and onto there. One weapon done. Oh, only has the one. Yeah, that's probably, like, usually real great kits will have a bunch of other accessories. These ones don't. Like, bunch of other weapons, other like gimmicks and things to attach. This one just has a rifle and a shield. Like so. Yes, push you in there. Nice. And we finish up with the shield. Hopefully, yeah, that should be the last step. There's nothing else really. Except someday try to find the missing mohawk piece. It's somewhere. It's like the very yeah. So I'm gonna have to like start. Well, one, get some kind of a set of Tupperware stuff, or like little containers to put parts in. If I'm doing, yeah, because I just push stuff around, and then sometimes I'm accidentally like brush against them, and one of them goes flying, and I don't notice. And they're missing for a few years, or months, or weeks, or days, maybe even a few centuries, who knows. And then they show up again. Luckily, we did build the Zephyranthes. Let me check something. Because it's the exact same head. So underneath here, yeah, there's no gap. This isn't fitting as nicely. This one has a little gap, which is kind of annoying me because it means that I didn't clean the parts properly, or there's something kind of not fitting right somewhere. It's not sitting right. Need to get flush cutters that are actually flush. Stuff like the God Hand and this thing, which is meant to mimic the God Hand, always leave a little bit behind by design. Even if it's like a clean cut, it's like always a little thing left behind. So if I get a perfectly flush cut, I can save up on a lot of time. And if it's sharp. Alright, so we need G6. Let me just get that, so that will be G6. We're doing the shield, part 13, step 13 actually, that's where we are. We just finished step 12-3. All right. Okay. Okay. So then this goes on there. This is C25 onto A28 onto G6. And then we take C24 Now, let me clean that. What am I doing? C24. No, wait. First, we slide this in here. And this needs to go under or over. Feels like it should go, yeah, over. Goes over. This kind of helps. Put that in there. Oops. Careful, these are thin parts, so avoid too much. There we go. Sliding shield. Now you got options. Or maybe not, don't have options. It's the exact same shield as the Zephyranthes. Well, this is a Zephyranthes, but the non-Burnern one. The GP01 without the Burnern. And you still get one spare clip, which you have nowhere to put. These are like these are used in a bunch of different kits, like this specific thing, so you can kind of do like a diorama with like empty shell clips. Or not shell clips. This is a beam weapon, so these are... Which way do you go? And with the thought, it goes the other way. You can have discarded energy cells, let's call them. If you want a little diorama. Because this thing doesn't have anywhere to clip the weapon when it's not in use. So just put the hand on there. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. Does it just like throw its weapon around? Like put it off in space to drift and become like something that's gonna destroy some random spaceship someday. Space debris. Alright, so that. What was I doing again? Right. Yeah, finish the shield. That was step 13. Oh, almost. We got the option of this little thing here with the hand. So if we're doing like shield pose, or you have just this thing if it's like being stored, or if you're just on your hand. Right, does this work? Oh, so oh, okay, hold up. So it has two modes here, so maybe does this work? So you could have this. No, you can't. Never mind. This is only used for when it's like using it as a shield in front. Was this up or is this down? Which way is up? Which way is down? This look like up, but alright, well, this is meant for use with this hand, or actually this hand, so you gotta grip this while you're it's on the arm. Alright, but now we finish the shield. Alright, so we got beam sabers, couple, we've already done those. We did the hands, swappable hands and all that, so yeah, that's it. We've finished all the pieces, minus the head. We got all these stickers, of course, we can do at some point. They tell you to use the stickers on the clear parts, but yeah, it's kind of a waste. And everything else is all over the place. So we do have large... Do we? Yeah, we do kind of large stickers there for the thing there. Alright, so it's assembly time. So we do have the landing gear for the core fighter. Like that. And I mean, you can use that, of course, but we're not. So okay, let's disassemble Rex here. So let's try to get that back to where it's supposed to be, so I can do the assembly. This is the core fighter. Just remove these. Got our arms. And we need to put, there were some pieces that were kind of just like popping off. Here. Alright, clean it up a bit. Let's do this. Wait a minute. Never mind. Assembly phase. Let's put this away because we don't really need it. That's probably how I lost that piece. I was just like cleaning stuff up and just like flicked one of them away. Alright. So this is the assembly time. We're done with the building. We're done. So leg. Let's focus this thing. Leg. Other leg. Waist. Waist and piece of the chest, really. So we put that in there. Just wiggle it in gently. Don't overdo it. Very big feet because I still got them. Alright. We need the side bits there. Oh, we're supposed to turn these. Ah. I got to turn these things. Turn. Turn. Clip that on there. One. Now the core fighter needs to transform. So by default you have it as the core fighter doing whatever it is it's doing in space, but if I understand this right, nope, you turn, no you don't turn. How do you even, actually I need to refer to the transformation sequence here. So you gotta, oh it does move, okay, so it does flip over, alright, seemed a bit stiff. There we go. So turn that up, flip that up, and just poke this in the back all the way. And this folds like so. And this is still the pilot's thingamajig there. And you need to probably flip that open there. Or not. Yeah, I do. You flip those open for reasons unknown just yet. So this is supposed to turn. Oh, look at that. What? I was wondering, like, why did we have like a thing in there? Turn, and then it pulls out. So you can't turn it like here you can't pull it out, it's locked, but if you turn it around, Interesting mechanism. And then you push it back, essentially, and becomes your backpack. Very big old backpack there. Now this goes there. There's two little prongs there. There's two little slots. Yeah, that is correct. Oh, wrong way. I put this on the wrong. This thing doesn't have. There's a little switch, like in the RX 78, well 79. The Mark II has a little switch to kind of make it stick. So we get that on there. This actually floats in the back, kind of locks into place, I guess. So you push that down, try to kind of get it to lock on there. It is not working. Because the backpack is quite heavy. Oh, it should lock. There you go. Locks in there. There's two things here. I'm not sure if that's going to be used or not. Because I don't think this is enough for what we're trying to make it do. And okay, I guess this one, the waist is a bit weak. So push that in there. I mean, it's in there, but it's not staying in there. It's just falling out. Let's see if that actually helps at all. This just like goes on top of there. Doesn't really help you out here. Yeah, it doesn't really help much here. These aren't lined up. And kind of notching these a little bit to kind of make them a bit thicker. Hopefully to allow this to. That's all better. Alright, yeah, just thicken the pegs a bit. Somehow that worked. Alright, so that's that. Now, arms. The arms, you don't put them all the way through. Learned that on the other one. So just this much. Yep. Then shoulders, just they are symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think, which one you use on which side. It should be identical. It does look identical, so we have a little thing here, so if you move it out, you can actually play. Well, you can't really. It has to be out all the way, so you have to And this should be like, there's a few fit issues with this thing. I'm not sure if I did something wrong or not. That usually doesn't happen with real grade kits. Or not. I mean, like it's almost, yeah, it's pretty identical. Like the gap there, the gap here, I don't think should exist. I need to like verify. Take a look at the reference images. Yeah, those don't have gaps. So what the heck? There's something weird going on there. Oh, hold up now. Let me just get this off. Get that off. Could it be? Yes, it could very well be that I'm supposed to do this the other way around. Yes, that makes more sense. These were assembled wrong. Well, at least we corrected one mistake. There we go, so it's like all the way. That makes a lot more sense. So let's try to get that back on there. That's kind of a... Alright. Trying to get those things together. I need like... I'm gonna end up like damaging those if I do that too much. And then that should work. There you go. So now it works as intended. So you can push that out and now you can play around. You push that out all the way and now you can mess around with the multi-direction Viennese. There we go. A little bit more. For some fine-tuned control out in space. That's more like it. I may consider getting those fancy glass files after all. I'm gonna get troublesome bits like that. Well, it's just extra steps with this. You have to come back and kind of clean it up a little bit. Alright, let's just correct this one too. And of course, it's a bit blurry, the whole thing. Let's do that again. So there was a gap there, which is not what we want to see. The reason for that was that this was assembled the wrong way. So that is actually flipped. So now it's like you just need to try not to do that. Alright, so now it's like packed together when it's closed. Alright. Try to get that closed up. And then get this back on there. its shoulder on. Finally, well, no, actually. Goes like so. This is supposed to be where the this hand goes on. Very gently. Ah, come on. The whole thing just flipped off. Alright, is it the other way around? Trying to do this as gently as possible so I don't accidentally snap off some fingers or something. Well, at least this is holding on, so which is nice. Wonder if I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did with that with the other one. Oh, we forgot these little things. Little reflectors there. So these can actually just go on there. Little reflectors, they're like lights. Floodlights. Some nighttime operations. Yep, that's about right. And this just to counterbalance the shield a little bit. Right. So, and then finally, the fake head. This is the head that came with it. I lost a piece. It's there somewhere. But luckily, we have the other head, which is the identical. It's completely identical to the other one. This is from the, I think, number 12. Real grade. This is from Zephyranthes. Because Zephyranthes is basically the same thing, so. Alright, so then finally, just pop that on there. And there we go. GP01Fb full Burnern Gundam. Real grade. Built. Well, built without stickers and all that. It seems that people do like stickers on stream, which is kind of a lot of work. Alright, so I mean, I already did the sort of review of the Zephyranthes, which is kind of identical. So the only thing I can do really is like kind of compare it. This is the body of Zephyranthes, which also has a core fighter and everything. But the core fighter has a little thing on the back. I didn't notice that. This one goes into the atmosphere. The other one does not. There are a few differences, like the longer skirt there. There's like differences to this, I guess, which is now an airlock of some sort. It's the same principle here, but oh, I see. Something's not in all the way. That's why it's not lined up perfectly. There's like probably something that's like not. Let me just get this off. So let me get the head off. Just verify something while I'm here. Yeah, I feel like this didn't go in all the way. That's why it's like this blue part doesn't seat in all the way. Probably. I feel I'm gonna break something if I try to push it too hard. Because it's the exact same part. Oh, did it work? Well, still no. There's like a slight difference here. This one's like a bit more out than this one. But this is almost identical. I wonder if I can swap out the backpack there, because it is... Oops. Yeah, I can. Well, I should be able to. So, I'm gonna swap this out. Almost. Because this is part of the core fighter. That's part of the core fighter. This one is not. It is actually part of something else. Yeah, I feel like this thing is not. There's some few misalignments. I feel like I just like either put the parts on slightly off, or it's like not just not connected all the way it should. Yeah, there's like a little gap there. I don't know. It's gonna take some effort to try to figure that out. For now, it's a bit lopsided. And a bunch of stuff just flew off. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of taking it apart again here, but yeah, it's like not seated all the way. And this one's kind of breaking off, which is not good. Yeah. But basically, it is. The main differences seem to be in the leg here. Like, this is obviously a thicker leg. This one had toes to some extent. The toes did move. And this one does not. Like, it's the toes do not move. If you try to move them, they kind of just like come off, just slide off. So the toes don't move at all here. You do have like a different. They kind of replace the ankle thing there with like a thinner thing and like kind of like a big overlay for, I guess, a bigger. This one, yeah, it had like tiny little thrusters on the leg. This one has a big old thruster in there. Otherwise, the legs, yeah, just most of the differences are in this shin and feet area here. This middle part is the same. There's differences here. I showed you this. This is like an airlock type thing here. Longer skirts, I guess. The side flat things here have like more intakes, because I guess this is also a thruster. Differences about, yeah, longer skirt. And then the main difference, of course, being the core fighter being completely different now. I'm not sure you can actually, maybe you could swap them out. Hold up, let me try. There's differences in colors. This one's white, this one's red, this one's white. There's like a few color differences. The core fighter is obviously the main thing that has changed here. It's like made space worthy for purpose of the story. This one has like had wings that would fold in when transforming to fit on the thing. The wings here that fold out. This one has no wings, it's just like thrusters, because you're in space. You don't need air. Well, you don't have air, so you can't use wings. Kind of pointless. So that's why this thing is like that. This one fits on there better. And there's like a few, it's like this minor inconvenience, I guess. Yeah, and this one has, this is like the backpack shroud is separate from the core fighter and kind of like goes on top of everything, kind of like helps the top part there kind of line up. And I forgot you need to like lift this up so it kind of clicks into place. There's like little guide pegs there under there. There you go. Yeah, overall this thing, oh, I forgot to put these, but whatever. It has the beam sabers on like longer extended things for some reason. I don't understand why, but that's how I guess you would have it like that. Nope, that doesn't work. It doesn't turn. It has to be this way. Wait, that doesn't seem right. I have to look at the reference image for a second here. Yeah, this does not seem right. So how do you turn this? Oh, never mind. It is shorter right now because I don't have this on top. Alright, so yeah, there's like less attachments essentially. And at least the one I got here has a problem with the oh, you can take those off, I guess, and show off whatever's underneath. If otherwise you have these things which just basically cover. You have things that cover up all the air intakes and all that just to seal it up, so it can go out in the vacuum of space and do its things. Which way do you go? I guess this one. No, that one. Eventually we'll figure out how it fits. Ah, come on. There we go. Hopefully I haven't lost the other part. The other yellow. There we go. Otherwise, like it's very similar construction. You have a core fighter. It is, well, it is a core, as opposed to the first real grade kit where you kind of had like a dummy core fighter if you wanted it to be more solid. This one is actually, you can't normally do, doesn't seem like you can, well, you shouldn't be able to build it, but you do have this spare part, so I don't know if like you might be able to just have it in there. You will be missing a few like small details, I guess. Especially, I mean, this definitely would not work for this one because these details are visible from the outside, and those are part of the core fighter. Yeah, and I guess, yeah, there's things in the back, like the backpack wouldn't work. But yeah, I guess you could use this and kind of replace the core with this spine thing. And yeah, overall, I mean, it's not a bad kit, especially if you like. And the problem is, like, I'm having here is like these randomly do not fit. There's like little, I don't know, I will have to like take this apart, kind of file down the various channels and stuff, just make them a little bit, make the get like make it like slide in a bit easier. And maybe there's some minor issues with this kit here, especially this thing where the this isn't fitting. Like I feel like this one had like more points of attachment when you put the core fighter down, so it's on a bit more solidly. This one is a bit weak, and also I feel like, yeah, I feel like the chest could come off a bit more easily. It could be just like just like randomly, this particular kit has that one issue. It's not something that's as common to like this in general, or maybe it is, or maybe this is the common one and that one is the exception. The solid one is the exception. Alright, so yeah, otherwise everything else, I mean, the other gimmick we have here is the shoulders with its, well, of course the backpack here with this giant things, but we have this little gimmick here on the shoulders with a little switch to kind of, if you push it all the way out, and now you can have the tiny thrusters, tiny verniers kind of deployed. That thing's not just tiny verniers on the shoulders here. You just need to push that switch to kind of get them out, and you can deploy them out, otherwise they kind of just collapse and just go back inside. There we go. You push them back inside and they just fold out. So that's a nice little gimmick there. Otherwise, yes, pretty much, yeah, it's the same on both sides. The arms are pretty much identical. Yeah, exact same arms. No difference at all. But yeah, those are the main differences. The backpack, of course, is, because it's part of the core fighter, it is now like one single thing. It is no longer, half of it is part of the, and there's no wings, of course. I'm not doing a review of the core fighter itself. I mean, we saw it when we built it. It's basically still just a thing. It has like these little gimmicks here when you like push them in, they lock, and you can pull them out. I didn't realize you could pull them out, but you can pull them out and they can turn. There you go. You have to turn them if you get a certain angle to allow. Yeah, it doesn't come out at this angle, which is, I guess, no, wait, that's not even how the core fighter flies. Why is that even in there? Or maybe it is. Yeah, that's how the core fighter would fly if it were doing its thing. So it still gets out. I guess this is not supposed to. Okay. Yeah, no clue. But it locks in place like this, which is kind of never what you. I don't know if I put this on wrong. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can always just push them back. It doesn't have to lock. I don't think there's any point for it locking at any point anyway. Alright, so let's try to get this one. Only has these two points of attachment there, which aren't working great. Would have been nice if I had like an extra bit here to kind of like lock this in there. Maybe there is. I'm just not using it right. There should have been something like on the back there. Some kind of peg here to kind of, yeah, there's like two pegs there. So why is there like a little peg here to kind of hold this in place? A little hole here to kind of just, that would have been very useful. I guess you could drill a couple of holes that kind of line up with these on the back there, and that makes it hold in place a little better. Because right now this thing is a bit loose. Yeah, it does. It would benefit from like a little attachment thing there. Alright, so then you put that back on there. You just pop that out. Come on. Seriously? Is that why it wasn't? Yeah. Guess you're supposed to turn that. Yeah. So this is supposed to turn somehow. Fiddle with them too much eventually. And it stops working the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna end up breaking this, I feel. Live. I mean, this is more a display. Ah, there we go. So kind of, this shouldn't move, I guess. Once it goes in, but it is turning, so I don't know what to do with this. And there you go. I mean, it does turn, but I feel like it shouldn't turn, because if you turn it a certain way, yeah, it's now no longer, it kind of locks into place, which is weird. Alright, so enough of that. Anyway, we're done building this, not much else to say about it. It's a GP01Fb. Full Burnern. Even this one has, I mean, it does have, you had to flip this open. Yeah, it's really just meant for display, and the shield fell off, of course. So I'm just gonna have a very simple display for this thing. I think I did the exact same pose for and some of those flared out a bit. Let's put that up there. I'm just gonna use a simple this thing there. Have a few. Oh, right. That's not gonna work. Because these things do not have holes for the action base. I need a special thing for this. I need like the square one, and it only kind of clips on the bottom there. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. It's like very large base, so this is not gonna work with the usual 3mm base there. And this thing keeps falling off. And this also keeps falling off. So it has some problems. I wonder if I can, despite anything, just have it balanced on top of there. No, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I can, I guess. Figuring the pose for like the exit is always complicated. Yeah, and this thing just doesn't want to stay on. Yeah, not the... Well, there's been worse real great kits that built. The Zeta Gundam one, for example. It's still somewhat solid, at least the legs. You know, the limbs. Solid, but just the core is kind of a mess. Luckily we got the spare head there. And the antenna, because of course you need an antenna. How do you communicate in space? Pieces are falling off. There's some loose pieces, which might be loose on purpose, so you kind of want to see what's inside. That should be the right one. There we go. Hand's gonna get a bit messed up because of the shield. Extended shield. Contracted shield. That's a nice little detail with the flared out panniers there. The backpack is kind of back heavy, so it doesn't really have a lot of like movement in the leg department there. Very flat, thick legs though, so it does allow some stability. This is a bit more solid. This looks better. I feel I like this one better. This one is like one-off modification kind of for space. This one looks like I like these kind of designs better. These legs with like the shape. This one's like just a big old rocket legs. Alright, so we built it. It looked better as a T-Rex. Zephyranthes Rex. Full Burnern Rex. Alright, so this is gonna be our lead out, I guess. And of course you're gonna fall out as soon as it got you on there. Yeah, not the most solid attachment for the chest there. You can't really look up Well, that should do. Hey KZLC, how you doing? Thanks for joining and commenting. Alright, so we got the GP01Fb build, rule grade number 13, kit from 2013. No, wait, is it 13? Yeah, 2013, rule grade number 13. I guess it got a bit unlucky because the head here you see is actually from the Zephyranthes, but it is the exact identical head, and I lost this piece somehow. It's somewhere. We'll find it in a month or two, or maybe in a year or two. But we'll get it eventually. For now, we had to use a spare head, essentially. Cool. I mean, yeah, I understand. Everybody's building some. I mean, yeah. I really appreciate people just dropping by, giving this a watch. Perfectly understandable. You have to build your Gunbla. Otherwise you just accumulate and then you don't have room for anything really. Alright, so that was the it is the Zephyranthes, but full Burnern. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, let me just set it up for a spin, unless people have questions. We can answer questions if you have questions. I don't think anybody really has questions, right? We're not the kind of questioning crowd. When people ask us at the end, do you have any questions? We really don't care enough to figure something out to say. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find that piece that's missing to get the other head done. But for now, it's good enough. Oh, did we even look at the back on the feet? Oh, it's almost exactly the same as just... This one has treads to go on the ground. This one is just... Oh, it has a deeper thruster, I guess, compared to slightly larger thrusters. It's basically just like mostly thrusters to be able to move around in space. That is the main thing of the full Burnern Gundam. GP01. You're gonna fall over, aren't you? It's like you're expecting to. The kit I built yesterday is from my battles. Oh, cool. Oh, it's a P Bandai? That's cool. I don't get P Bandais. One because... Well, I don't get them, usually. I want colorful boxes. I want my box art to be colorful, not the kits inside. Well, the kits inside too, but I want some box art. So why can't you give me both, Bandai? Why do I have to pay a premium? Yeah, I would like to put it on the stand. problem, I mean, it's balanced right now. The problem, like most real grade kits, where did it go? Most real grade kits, where did the stand adapter go? Where did I lose another part? I guess I lost it. But yeah, the stand adapter they give you, let me show you on this one. There's no hole anywhere for like a 3mm, and you're gonna knock this one over. There's no hole for a 3mm attachment. So you kind of have to, there's an adapter you have to use, kind of clip it on the side, but it's quite large. It fits weirdly bad, so, and I don't really have a stand for it. There's like heavier real grade kits and other kits, like much bigger backpacks, like have no business standing around anywhere. No, they would just fall over all the time. I mean, hello, Giga Chad. Good morning. We're actually leaving right now. We're ending the stream in a minute. And it's nighttime over here. The wonderful thing about time zones, you never know where you are. Alright, so I'll give it a minute, but I'm not sure, just give me let me just do a test. Kit is oh, this is like a completely different one. No, it's an alternate shape of it. Yeah, I mean they started doing that recently. I feel it used to be just like a different color, but now it's like get completely different parts, different extras to it. And now it's a Bandai, so like, yeah. But still. Oh, there it is. The base adapter thing, which doesn't fit on the frame. You need a square base for this, which I don't have available. I mean, I have one somewhere, but I need to build it. And I don't know. I'll have to fish around for a base. But yeah, this is the... Hold on. Yeah, focus isn't deep enough. I'm getting... Is it focused on this point or on this point? Oh well. Should be fine. Anyway. If it... Oh. Yeah, if you did like a manga as well, that is set in that universe with like a different person and something which looks a bit like a Ariel. Similar vibes. But yeah. Alright. We spent 2 hours on this. Most of it was like trying to figure out where this piece had disappeared to. I mean, I know the general area it would have gone in, but like I would have to like move a bunch of stuff around and it'll turn up someday. For now, I'm just gonna put the other head on there and assume it'll be fine. I'll just like pick one. We do have 2 shields now. It's also, oh, this is also exactly the same identical shield from the Zephyranthes build. We have the exact same thing, shield, exact same rifle. Just a few color differences and alternate shapes. Still the same inner frame, same exact head. Ah, this moved. Alright. So I think we're ready to... Yeah, I mean, usually I manage to like keep the parts where they're supposed to, but like I nipped it off. I did put it... Well, it'd be nice if I just like find it right at the end. That'd be a nice conclusion to this story. That's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna like have this start spinning, and then I'm gonna look around. I'm actually gonna find it. And I'm gonna stop it again. Just hey, I found the piece, and then I'm gonna build it, and that will be that. All right, so I'm gonna actually end the stream really soon, but yeah, do come back some other time. I mean, like, I welcome people just like drop into chat. You don't even have to like. I mean, I think a few people that build their own kits at the same time just have this running in the background if they feel like it. And I'm back. Today's Thursday, so I do Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I start a new build. And then stuff like this, if it takes multiple days, I just do keep building every day until it's finished. But yeah, so in 2 days time, I'm going to build something else. Probably something smaller, less complicated, some high-grade kit, just so we can finish it in one session and not do multiple sessions again. These get a bit tiring. So yeah, Saturday around 8 p.m. Eastern, so 2 hours ago, I guess. Whatever local time that is for you. Well, 8:30 to 9, I guess. Something around that time I usually start. But yeah, do subscribe, or I guess you can. There's playlists you can subscribe to, like specific stuff if you want. There's a playlist for like Plamo Live, if you feel like it. Yeah, thank you. See you again next time. I really like having people. It's nice to have people who come back regularly. Oh, thanks Marcel if you're still around. I always need to thank Marcel. He probably accounts for like 90% of my views I get on this channel. I'm really thankful. And John, if you're still around, thanks again. Thanks for joining as well. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Well, for showing up. Well, for saying something. KZLC. And yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't feel pressured to join to watch this. I mean, if you ever have the chance, just come back whenever you can. And do share this. Tell people about it. Tell your grandma, grandpas, uncle, aunts, enemies, friends, especially your enemies if you want to annoy them. Send them links to this all the time. All of my various streams, just like, hey, watch this. Be annoyed. Nothing happens for multiple hours. And then finally there's like a few minutes of playing with a action figure, and then it's done. It's about Transformers. Maybe I'll bait them. With this guy, I guess we don't even care about them. So anyway. that was that. And see you guys and everybody, guys and gals. I don't know if there's many gals or anywhere off in between. Saturday. Let me start. I don't know. One of these days doing more random schedules like I used to. In case this doesn't. It seems to get like too much. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna stop talking now and go get something to eat. Thank you for watching and have a nice night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is you're doing. Alright, goodbye.